Good evening and welcome to the Shay for this Betfred Championship Round 21 clash between the Halifax Panthers and Featherstone Rovers. Less than a week before Wembley, but still lead points to be had for the Panthers after slipping to 8th in the table because of the results that have gone so far this weekend. First and foremost, let's go through the teams with the Panthers. Ex-Featherstone man Brandon Pickersgills at full-back wearing 18. Wingers, number 2 Lachlan Walmsley and 5 James Saltonstall. Centres, 22 Jake Mason, and 35 Ben Crooks. Half-backs for Fax, number 6 Louis Jouffre and number 1 James Woodburn-Hall. Carry on at half-back in the week. It was announced that he signed a 2-year deal with the Panthers. In the pack for Halifax, number 16 Will Calcott and number 10 Dan Murray at prop. Captain Brandon Moore back in the starting lineup, wears 9. Back row for Halifax, 11 Ben Kavanagh, 12 Matty G at second row, and Kevin Leroy at 31 locks the scrum. On the bench for Fax tonight, Adam O'Brien wears 34, Aaron Tangatar wears 8, Ryan Lannon wears 19, and Dan Fleming, another ex-Fev lad, wears 29 on the bench. 18th man for Fax is number 3 Zach McComb. Then the Fev team, number 20 Mark Carella, number 2 Luke Briscoe, number 21 Joey Leilua, number 3 Chris Hankinson, and number 5 Gareth Gale. Halfbacks for the Rovers, number 23 Caleb Akins and number 33 Logan Astley. In the pack for Fev, another ex-Fax man, Gadwin Springer wears 17, Matty Wildy wears 14 and James Lockwood wears 10. Back row for Fev, number 31 Aram Howe, 35 Ellis Longstaff and number 12 Elijah Taylor. On the bench for Fev, number 8 one-time Fax loanee Craig Kopchak, number 9 Connor Jones, number 25 Matthew Cozzer and number 32 Dan Smith, who played a game for us on dual reg earlier on this year. 18th man for Fev is number 4 Craig Oil, and they're coached by Sean Long. Referee tonight is Liam Rush. And we are in front of the Viaplay cameras as well. Sunday evening rugby league, going old school somewhat. As Halifax playing in blue and white and Fev in their chain strip of mainly red and blue, like it was in that famous cup game over at Post Office Road. Partly allowed Halifax to get to Wembley next week. So here we go. Halifax playing left to right towards the empty north stand. The Featherstone fans are in the last block of the east stand after quite quizzically being put with the south stand, but common sense prevailed there. And it will be Fev to kick off through Mark Carella, who puts it high and deep toward the corner, taken by Woodburn-Hall. Hands on to Murray. Murray runs towards centre field. Big collision there, and he stopped just past the 10-metre line by Springer and Lockwood, it looks like there. Moore waits at dummy half, finds Jouffre, hands it on to Leroy. Big contact there from Hankinson, helped out by Elijah Taylor as well. Here's Matty G, runs towards this side, but Taylor and Lockwood again, getting through plenty of work so far for Fev. Here's Jouffre once more, short ball to Calcott. Makes some alright yards after contact there, but still Halifax struggling to get out of their own territory here. Slow play the ball too as Moore hands on to Leroy. Back to Woodburn-Hall, brings on Kavanagh on the angle. Halifax moving the ball around, but this Featherstone wall defence stays strong. Last tackle here for Fax, and Jouffre goes for the kick, and it's going to be a knock-on as well. It was a great charge down by Matty Wildy, but I think Jouffre just knocked it on, trying to regather it, and Featherstone with a fantastic defensive set there. They'll get first use of the ball. 20 metres inside Halifax half for the scrum. And going against the fashion of this year, they've taken the scrum away from the middle of the field and towards this near side. But like Halifax earlier this year, every single Featherstone player lining up on the other side of the scrum. Here's Akins, thought about the pass but takes it himself, wrapped up by 3 Halifax defenders, including G and Moore and Kavanagh there. Here's Springer, always a dangerous runner, and he's there as well. Takes 4 minutes to stop his progress, but he's knocked on as the Adwin Springer as well. But the referee blows up for a penalty. First penalty of the game goes the way of Featherstone. And will they take the relatively simple 2 on offer? I don't think they will. None of the goal kickers have gone forward, and Lockwood brings on the big figure in Howe. Takes 3 Halifax defenders to stop him just shy of the try line, centre field. As Springer takes the ball, he twists, is he going to get over? He has, and that's a relatively soft try for Featherstone. Just over 2 minutes in, and it had to be a former Halifax player to get his name on the score sheet. And it's Gadwin Springer, who after 2 and a bit minutes here took the ball short off Wildy. Just the side of the post, it was just too big and too powerful, twisting over and plonked the ball down just by the post to give Fev an early 4-0 lead. Top of the table, Fev. Only lost 2 games all year, 1 in the league against Toulouse, but possibly psychologically, the other game was against Fax over at Post Office Road in the early rounds of the Challenge Cup. But it gives Mark Carella what you would think could be an academic conversion attempt just by the post. The flags are up.
Successful conversion from number 20, Mark Carroll.
And after just over 3 minutes here at the Shay, it's Halifax Panthers 0, Featherstone Rovers 6. And Halifax will weirdly get into Weatherstone's half for the first time through the kickoff as Springer again winds up. It was his use of the ball that created the penalty for Featherstone to have another shot at the line. And Featherstone playing with the tails, it was Briscoe. Pulls his nose through and gets a quick play of the ball to Wilder, hands it on to Lockwood. The Featherstone captain marches way upfield towards the 40, but he's stopped by Brandon Moore and Leroyer. Here's Elijah Taylor, steps back in, big contact there from Leroyer, but rides it well. Calcott puts him down just shy of halfway. Here's Lockwood again, finds Aikins. And Featherstone moving the ball out. Crooks gets the ball out to Carella, calls a forward pass, but not given by the officials. Last tackle for Featherstone as Astley grubbers it through, and the ex-Featherstone man Pickersgill waiting for it, and he's put down just shy of the 10 metre line as Featherstone looking to strangle the life out of this Halifax attack. As Crooks struggling to make any kind of headway. Slow play the ball to Saltonstall. Back in the Halifax side after missing Sheffield last week, and Halifax get a much needed penalty from referee Liam Rush. Messing around with the play of the ball, which evens the penalty count up 1 apiece and gives Louis Jouffre a chance to get Halifax out their own half, but he can't just yet. The ball goes out to touch 5 metres inside Halifax's half, but Crooks takes us in to Featherstone half well. Stopped by Elijah Taylor. Here's Leroyer, finds Jouffre. Out back to Woodburn Hall. Halifax have men over here, they can use it. Here's Mason. Go on the outside, he's broken through as Mason. Back on the inside to Woodburn Hall. Woodburn Hall's through, and Woodburn Hall surely going to score the equalising try. What a movement there from Halifax. And what a hit back, what a response. As James Woodburn Hall goes over for his 12th try of the season after 6 minutes here to make Halifax 4, Featherstone 6 with a kick to come. Brilliant movement there from right to left. They created the overlap, and Mason got on the outside shoulder of Leilua. I think it was. He broke through, he had options either side of him. Woodburn all on the inside, and he finished off well to get his 12th try of the season. Now can Jouffre level the scores with this conversion? Strikes it high, is it handsome? It is. Flags are up and Louis Jouffre carries on his great goal-kicking form of late. And we're all level up here. Encouraging signs here for the Panthers, a first venture into the Featherstone territory, and they come away with a try. All level up, 6 points apiece. Corella goes shorter this time. Invite Woodburn all to come and collect, which he does. Murray steps off his right foot, but meets a wall of red in front of him. Put down by Leilua. Here's Walmsley. Gets Halifax out the 20, does Lachlan Walmsley. Slow play the ball, calls for a penalty, not given, as Calcott takes it short off Moore. Put down just shy of 30, but again, this play the ball slow. Moore finds Jouffre. Onto Biggersgill, short to G, who tries to bump off Logan Astley. Gets a fairly quick play the ball too. Crooks finds Jouffre, drops onto Leroy. Leroy tries to poke his nose through, put down well by Wild, just short of halfway. Last tackle for Fax was Jouffre, puts it high. Looking for the chaser, Crooks and Saltonstall. Corella underneath it. Well taken there by Corella. But Crooks right there to put him down on his own 20. Here's Gareth Gale. Really strong runner. That's great defence there from Dan Murray. Especially well out by Moore and Leroy. Here's Briscoe. Put downstairs by Calcott. Wilder hands on to Hankinson, and Hankinson makes some good yards there for Fev. 5 metres shy of halfway. Well put down by Murray and G. Wilder finds Taylor. Out the back to Aikens. As Featherstone shift it wide, and that's great hands there, but well covered there by James Woodburn all from Briscoe. Last tackle here for Featherstone as Aikens pulls it high, not necessarily deep, but it's hanging there, and Pickersgill takes it really well. He had a bit of a wobble last week at Sheffield on the high ball as Pickersgill, but he's done well under his first test there tonight. As Mason edges Halifax outside their own 20. Again, slow play the ball. Referee Liam Rush allowing a bit of messing around this play the ball. Saltonstall walks backwards in the tackle as 3 Featherstone defenders on there. As Moore tries to take advantage. As Leroy, well taken there by Woodburn all. Calcott, oh no! As Leilua picks up the loose pass. As Halifax trying to be too cute in possession there. They spill possession and Featherstone have a great opportunity here to take the lead. As Lockwood, just with a settling drive off Wildy. Featherstone less than 10 out with tackles to play with on Halifax's line. Wilder goes right to Aikens, short ball. Twisting the tackle here, gets the offload out there, and has he got the ball down? I think he has. And Featherstone strike back pretty much immediately. On that right hand side. Punishing the Halifax mistake of trying to be too clever in possession. It was a great offload there by Ellis Longstaff. It was Mark Corella on that outside there.
Featherstone Rovers. Number 21, Joseph Lowe.
And as he's done throughout his career, Mark Corella sniffing out an opportunity to go over on that right hand side to make the score. Halifax 6, Featherstone 10. Some boos coming from the south stand towards the referee, but I don't think there was anything wrong with that. as Corella strikes. He goes through the post once more, and Featherstone regain a 6-point lead at 12 points to 6 with 12 minutes gone here at the Shay.
Successful conversion to his own time by
End-to-end action here so far. Both sides trading tries as Dufresne drills it toward the touchline. Well taken by Akins. And on to Springer, who winds up again. Hop, skip and a jump. But he's stopped just shy of the 20 by a combination of Murray, Calcott and Leroyer. Here's Briscoe. Takes on Moore, bounces off, but well held by Murray. Moore goes back for more and Calcott finishes the job. Well, Featherstone getting quick play of the balls, which are killing Halifax here so far, as Lockwood marches towards halfway for Featherstone. Wildy, short to Taylor. Taylor steps back inside. Put down by Leroyer, Moore and Calcott. And Featherstone already in Halifax's half. Here's Howe. Brushes off Dufresne and G. But he gets put down. Will he halt his progress? Just shy of the 30. Last tackle here for Fev. Wildy finds Astley, and Astley puts it really deep, too deep, as Pickersgill diffuses the bomb. And Halifax will get a 20-metre tap, and Pickersgill's in no delay to get away. As Walmsley is eventually with the ball, gets put down on his 30. Dufresne finds Crooks short to the ruck. Crooks great yards after contact by Ben Crooks. 5 yards short of halfway. Dufresne, long ball to Murray, onto Woodburn Hall, onto Kavanagh. Right into that defence, goes past halfway. Good yards there for the second rower. Slow play the ball once more. Moore onto Calcott, trying to poke his nose through. He gets put down on the 35. Moore finds Woodburn Hall. Out the back to Dufresne, short ball to G. Good footwork there by Matty G, but well put down there by Howe. Halifax just outside the 20. Moore jumps out from dummy half, finds Woodburn Hall. Woodburn Hall throws a dummy. He's going through. Can he get the offload away? But well wrapped up there from the Featherstone defence at the last moment. Last tackle here for Fax. Here's Dufresne. Thought about the pass. Grubbers it through into the in goal. And he's sure there's got to be a decision made here. Liam Rush. Is it going to be a penalty to Halifax, or it is eventually? He signals for it. And it's going to be a sin bin here. The Featherstone is Mark Corella, who's sin bin for a professional foul. So Featherstone will be down to 10 for the next 10 minutes, 12 for the next 10 minutes. Well, we've had all sorts in the first quarter of an hour, as Corella's taking his time to saunter off. Now, can Halifax make this numerical advantage count? Murray finds Woodburn Hall onto Dufresne, short to G. G goes between the two defenders but gets put down by Taylor and Howe. Here's Calcott. Can he get his first try of the season? No, he's put down just short. Halifax are stacking that left-hand side. They've got men over that can use it, but they go towards the middle. Leroyer shows good footwork. Twists in the tackle, but he's put down agonisingly short of that line. Still tackles here for Halifax. Moore finds Dufresne. Dufresne out the back to Pickersgill. Pickersgill to Crooks. Crooks 6 Gale, and Halifax have 6 more tackles. No advantage as Gale manhandles Dufresne to the ground, but Halifax will get an attacking scrum. Great opportunity here for Halifax to get back level in this game. They'll get a scrum 10 metres out from the line. And what have Halifax got up the sleeve now? They seem to be shaping up on this near side. They're trapping the ball at the back of the scrum. Moore finds Dufresne. Mason gets out of class with Leilua, but Good defence on the inside by Longstaff. As Halifax have 6 more tackles on this Featherstone line. Kavanagh twists and turns in the tackle, but eventually brought down. As Featherstone trying to slow this play the ball down for all it's worth. Here's Woodburn Hall. Great ball to Dufresne. Short ball to Matty G. And Matty G powering over. And that's a great try from Matty G, who goes over after 17 minutes for his 6th try of the season to bring the score back to Halifax 10, Featherstone 12 with a kick to come. Great build up in the middle, and Louis Jouffre had men out the back, disguised the pass well, and Matty G just powered through the gap and over the line to score again. What a great season Matty G's having so far. Mr. Consistent every week. And Halifax trail top of the table. Featherstone just by 2 points with this kick to come. Which Jouffre is preparing to take. Jouffre taking his time like always. Strokes the ball through the post really well. Jouffre is 2 from 2. And Halifax are back level once again. 12 points apiece here at the Shay. And what a game we've had so far in this first quarter. We've had it all. 4 tries, a sin binning, end-to-end action. Corella off the field with that sin binning, so it'll be Chris Hankinson who'll take over, kick-off duties for Fev. He puts it high, it's hanging in the air, and well taken by Woodburn Hall as Murray charges towards the centre field. He gets put down 15 metres out from his own line, fights for a quick play of the ball too. Here's Jouffre onto Saltonstall. Saltonstall makes some good yards past the 20. Jouffre waits at dummy half, finds his compatriot Kevin Leroyer. Leroyer runs towards centre field. He's put down just shy of the 30. And again, Featherstone slowing this play of the ball down well. Here's Jouffre. Loose passes. Crooks makes the best of a bad situation. Kicks it against Featherstone. Man with the ball, play the line. The man is Woodburn Hall. Race through the gap. Woodburn Hall's away. Can he take you on? Lovely ball to Pickersgill. Pickersgill gets brought down, but there's still a chance here for Halifax. If they can make it on this right-hand side, they've got loads of men over. Jouffre. Oh, brilliant defence there from Gareth Gale. It had to be. There's still a chance here for Halifax. There's still men over, but they kick towards a corner. Here's Ben Crooks. Bats the ball back on the Saltonstall. And Saltonstall takes it away. It's a batter one. Wow, I thought Crooks got his hand to that, but Halifax have 6 more tackles here on this Featherstone line. Murray gets a loose pass from Crooks. Just sells the Halifax attack down. Put down on the 10-metre line. G waits at dummy half. Finds Jouffre. Pops up to Calcott. And Calcott takes on Astley, but he gets put down. Still tackles here as Astley really slowing to play the ball down. As Moore thought he'd gone for yet another dummy half scoot over the line. Well, Liam Rush stopped play because it was 6-1-half, does the other. Play resumes. Here's Leroyer. Hands on to Jouffre. Hankinson comes on the angle. They're telegraphing that play to Jouffre really well at the moment. Moore finds Leroyer. Thinks all about the pass but keeps hold. Halifax not really challenging this Featherstone defence as of yet. Here's Woodburn Hall. Out the back to Pickersgill. Lovely dummy there. And Jet Mason's over. Brilliant try from Halifax to take the lead. What a response Halifax have made here. And Jet Mason goes over for his 7th try of the season. With 21 minutes gone. Brilliant play there. Woodburn Hall found Pickersgill, who brilliantly against his former club through the dummy, stepped inside the challenger Luke Briscoe, found Jake Mason, who finished off in the corner brilliantly. And Halifax hit the front for the first time this evening. 16 points to 12 with a kick to come. That's fine, Halifax made the numerical advantage from the Mark Carella sin binning count. And could there be a shock on the cards here? As Louis Jouffret prepares to take this really tricky touchline conversion. Halifax player made me words there. As I said, they weren't necessarily challenging that Featherstone line, but they were just setting a scene for them to work their way towards that left-hand side to finish off brilliantly in the corner. Can Jouffret turn this 4 into 6? He drills it low this time, and he's pulled it just wide, but the score remains. Halifax still in the lead. 16 points to 12. But what a response from going 6-0 down early on from Halifax. It's a delight for those fans in the south stand and indeed the east stand. And once more Hankinson kicks off a Fev. Bernal underneath to collect, hands on to Murray, and Murray just goes straight hard this time and does well. Dominates the tackle, fighting for a quick play of the ball and gets it. They go blind with Kavanagh. Kavanagh targets Wilder, but that's great defence there from Briscoe and Wilder, putting the big second rower down on his back. Here's Walmsley. Walmsley, ooh, that looked to be a high tackle, and is. You can tell a lot by players' reactions to those sorts of plays. And Halifax get yet another penalty from the referee, and Jouffret with a better touch finder this time. And we'll start the set off 10 metres inside Featherstone's half. As Mark Carella preparing to come back onto the field from his sin binning. Can Halifax make them pay again? As Pickersgill gives himself up, I think he'd run behind the man there. But once more, Liam Rush getting a lot go at this play of the ball. Here's Leroyer. Gets pulled down by 3 Featherstone defenders. Still messing around by Anthony Lockwood. Here's with Bernal, really in the groove, as short ball to Calcott. Great run by Will Calcott. Can Halifax score yet again against these 12 men? Murray throws a dummy. Leroy ran through the line, but I don't think it'd have mattered. Still tackles here for Halifax. Jouffret steps inside. Oh, throws intercept pass. And Astley's away. Hands on to Gale, and Gale shakes off the challenge of Saltonstall. But Featherstone are going to get the penalty for a head-high challenge in the eyes of the referee. And Halifax, not for the first time this game, guilty, just trying to push the pass when it weren't really needed. As Astley boots the ball to touch. And Fev will start on halfway. Astley drops off to Kovchak, fresh off the bench, as Carella comes back onto the field to return Featherstone to the full complement of players. And Featherstone get the 6 again. Well, first. After all the messing around Featherstone have done, it's Halifax who are guilty of the first 6 again in the game. They shifted this left-hand side. Howe brushes off Jouffret. G sticks to him. Helped out by Leroyer. He's still going. He's around Howe, but he's going towards touchline. When's he held? Here's Corella fresh onto the field. He's had 10 minutes rest. But he's put down his shoulder. That's a knock on, but the referee's going to give a penalty. Dufresne was right in there, and the ball did pop out. And Featherstone, no debate over going for 2 here. They're just going to tap and go. As Lockwood runs into the teeth of the Panthers' defence, he's put down 8 metres from the line. Wildy waits, goes towards centre field, short to Kopchak. Bumps up a challenge for Craig Kopchak. Has he got over? He has. And that's a really soft try to concede, to let Featherstone back into this game. 2 really soft tries conceded on goal line for Halifax. And ironically, 2 former Halifax players who've got them. The latest one in the shape of Craig Kopchak, who levels the score at 16 apiece, which you would think would turn into 18-16 to Fev, with Corella attempting to convert just the side of those posts. As Dan Murray comes off the field to be replaced by Ryan Lannan in the background. Corella taking his time. Straight through the post. Corella's 3 from 3. And that is the difference between the 2 sides. With just over 12 minutes to go till half time. It's Halifax Panthers 16, Featherstone Rovers 18.
Substitution for the Panthers, number 19, Ryan Lannan.
Dufresne kicks off. Goes deep, collected by Aikens onto Kopchak, the try scorer. Does really well. Goes Kopchak. Quick play of the ball too, as Taylor takes it on. Sorry, my mistake. Looks like Matthew Kozza, who's come onto the field for Featherstone. Briscoe onto the field. Calls for a high tackle, never going to be there as Lua takes Featherstone past halfway, and the Rovers sense something here. Great defence there from Leroy, from Marker, brilliant play. And just as they were getting a momentum on there, Leroy stops it temporarily as Aikens puts it high. Well taken by Pickersgill, and big shot there from Longsaf on the floor. Nothing in that, just good old-fashioned rugby that. As Walmsley gets the ball, steps and just finds 3 Featherstone players waiting for him to push him back. As Halifax really struggling to get out of territory here so far. Saltonstall turns the tackle, well put down there by Hankinson and Kopchak. Here's Crooks, runs centre field, tries to brush off a challenger Wilder, but he's joined by Ellis Longstaff. As Halifax not even 25 metres out from the line. That's a better run from Calcott, really good yards there from Will Calcott. That's a bit of relieving pressure there. They're still not 40 out as Woodburn Hall kicks long, take on the full by Corella. Brilliant position there for the fullback, but it's a decent chase for the Panthers, and Featherstone will start 35 metres out from their own line. Briscoe thought about the pass but takes it himself. 3 Halifax players put him down as Connor Jones comes onto the field for Featherstone. Such a danger man for this Featherstone side. As a Rovers match into half, and here is Jones. Thought about running out from dummy half, hands it on to Gale. Gale who hands off the challenger more. He's still going, Gareth Gale. He's like a forward on the wing, he's Gareth Gale. Astley brings on Hankinson on the angle. Well put down there by Calcott. And he's not that on, surely. Oh, the officials haven't seen, that's ridiculous. Here's Kozza. And it's a hand over for this one. Well, I think they must have miscounted there. And Halifax survive as Fleming and O'Brien come onto the field to replace Leroy and Calco, who as soon as they get off the field put their hands to their knees. They've given everything this first half. The two front rowers. As Saltonstall fights to get a quick play of the ball. Walmsley tries to take on that unrushing Featherstone defence. They look too quick up in the line there. O'Brien runs from dummy half. Great run there from O'Brien, but brilliant tackle by Taylor. Can he get a quick play of the ball? Walmsley jumps out from dummy half. This is better from Halifax. Last tackle here is again Featherstone slowing to play the ball down. Woodburn Hall dribbles it towards touch and Carella will let it go out. Now Liam Rush has only given 1-6 again so far this game in terms of infringement to play the ball, and it's gone against Halifax. Well, not too sure how Featherstone being penalised as Connor Jones runs from dummy half. Well wrapped up there from Matty G and Ryan Lannon. They struggle to put him down, but eventually they do. 35 metres out from his own line. Here's Hankinson. Strong run, but equally strong defence from O'Brien and G. Taylor finds Aikens, brings on Longstaff on the angle, but he's stopped by Moore and Kavanagh. O'Brien finishes off downstairs. As Fev 35 metres out from Halifax's line. Cozza runs out of room. He'll just take his tackle. Eventually put down for a great shot there from Fleming. Last tackle here for Fev. Astley puts it towards a corner. Sun in his eyes, Saltonstall takes it well. But Featherstone really strangling this defence, and they shoot up once more. Surely can't be that quick out of the blocks. Dufresne finds Saltonstall once more. And again, this wall of red in front of him restricts his progress upfield. And finally, the referee gives a 6 again for infringement to play the ball. And that's a bit relieving for Halifax there as Mason plays the ball. O'Brien goes blind. Woodburn Hall, a bit of injection of pace, brings on Kavanagh. Half tackle there, and it's a high tackle there from Leilua, which isn't thought of too well by the Halifax players. And Halifax can march the way into Featherstone's half with this penalty. Consecutive tackles, infringements given by the referee as Dufresne with a great touch finder there. They'll start the set 25 metres out. Eventually, when this ball goes off the field, having such a massive impact on the game, that second ball. More. Woodburn Hall short to Lannon. Lannon stands the tackle but goes forward. Put down just outside the 20 metres. Centre field. We go right, and Fleming against his former club. Asks for the release from Featherstone to go back to his hometown club. Can he make it count tonight? Dan Fleming, he stands in the tackle. O'Brien finds Dufresne, the rush out on him. It's a loose pass, he goes to the Featherstone man. And not for the first time we've seen that. They're rushing Louis Dufresne, needs a bit more support there. Or the pass just needs to be better. As Featherstone survive that. Here's Gale. Well wrapped up there this time by O'Brien, Moore and Lannon, but it's a quick play of the ball as Connor Jones runs out from dummy half. But it's well handled there by Lannon, G and Dufresne, who slowly play the ball down well. They go blind this time, Featherstone. Hankinson stepping, but great tackle down low by Hankinson. Finished off up top by Crooks. Last tackle already here for Featherstone as Astley pulls it high once more. Not too deep, but Pickersgill still has to take it and does. Runs centre field, Pickersgill. I think he was Cos looking for the big hit, but he shakes it off well. Woodburn Hall throws a dummy. Makes some good yards as well after contact, Woodburn Hall. put down just shy of the 30. O'Brien goes blind to Walmsley. Walmsley surveying the option, but he just takes his tackle on the 40. O'Brien fires it to Woodburn Hall. Being plays on the angle. Here's Dufresne. Long ball out to Saltonstall. That's better there from Halifax. Saltonstall looked to run behind Crooks there, but nothing given by the referee. Dufresne did well with that on rushing defence. He goes into dummy half and finds Lannon. And Lannon makes his way upfield. Last tackle here for Halifax, less than 40 out for the Featherstone line. Here's Dufresne. Puts it high. Looking for the chase of Crooks and Saltonstall. Here's Crooks, but Crooks knocks it on. Some fans are calling for the penalty for the late challenge, as the man in the music box gets a little bit too excited. As I was saying, some Halifax fans were calling for a penalty for a late shot on Dufresne from Jones, but I think he committed well. As Halifax struggling to cope with the physicality of Gareth Gale, and they get a 6 again to Featherstone, but it's on the 0 tackle, so not much of an impact. Called for a high tackle. There go, unheeded by the referee, as Hankinson powers his way upfield. As Featherstone marching downfield, getting a bit of a roll on as Corella comes on. Well tackled there by Gian Moore. Aiken stretched that ball onto Cozza, and Cozza taking on the Fax defence, but he's put down 25 metres shy of the line. Jones jumps out dummy half. That's a great tackle from Markham and Ben Kavanagh. Brilliant defence from the Scottish international. Last tackle here for Fev. Aikens covers it through. We're well positioned there by Brandon Spickersgill. Called for a high tackle there against Corella, as Crooks struggling to get out from dummy half there. As his Featherstone defence yet again lightning quick in Halifax territory, as Howe puts a big shot on Walmsley, and Halifax really struggling to get out of territory here. And finally the referee gives a penalty for offside. It's taken 38 minutes in this first half, and finally the referee gives it. And that is manna from heaven for Halifax, as they were really struggling to get out of territory, as Crooks takes advantage of Featherstone thinking they were going to face the kick. O'Brien finds Woodburn Hall. Thought about the pass, but goes in stealth, steps back inside. Footwork against Kopchak, really good play there. But Featherstone defence putting down just shy of halfway. Quick play of the ball. O'Brien jumps out for dummy half. Finds Lannon. Great run there from Ryan Lannon. Taking on Taylor and doing well. He's still going, is Ryan Lannon. He's still going. What a run there from Ryan Lannon. Quick play of the ball too, as O'Brien jumps out for dummy half. 90 seconds to go in this first half. Halifax with tackles here. Woodburn Hall. Short ball to Kavanagh. Great defence there from Featherstone. There's a knock on there from Kavanagh. And Featherstone will survive until half time there. Still just over a minute here to go until the half time hooter. Are Featherstone thinking about more points, or will they just settle for what they've got, a slender 2-point lead? 18 points to 16. They've got the scrum down. Head and feed 15 metres out from their own line though. Here's Hankinson. Is he thinking about a long range try? He can't, because Crooks and G put him down on his own 20. Here's Gale. Runs against the Halifax defence, but Fleming and G do well. Jones finds Briscoe. Briscoe takes on Lannon. Held out by O'Brien. Here's Taylor, out to Aikens, brings on Longstaff on the angle. Great tackle down low by O'Brien, upstairs by Mason. Here's Leilua, well stopped there by O'Brien, but managed to get the offload away. Taylor. There's a bit of a argy-bargy and back play between O'Brien, Leilua and Longstaff. Play goes on though, it's the last tackle here for Featherstone. Jones finds Aikens onto Longstaff. Long ball out and Walmsley. Oh! knocks it on, and he's furious with himself as Leilua throws the ball at his head. The toys are coming out of the pram at half time here. And the referee, I think he'll just call half time here. But Lachlan Walmsley absolutely furious with himself. He knows how important that could be and how often he normally takes those balls in to intercept and run away to score. But as it is, it's still a great position for Halifax to be in against the runaway leaders of the Betfred Championship. Tries from James Woodburn-Hall, Matty G and Jake Mason. But Halifax just 2 points shy of Featherstone Rovers at half time with a score. Massive 40 minutes coming up. Halifax Panthers 16, Featherstone Rovers 18. Welcome back to the second half of this Betfred Championship round 21 clash between Halifax Panthers and Featherstone Rovers. And it's finally poised at the half-time mark. 3 tries apiece from Featherstone, Gadwin Springer, Mark Corella and Craig Kopchak. And from Halifax, James Woodburn-Hall, Matty G and Jake Mason tries. The difference between the two sides of the goal kicking. Mark Corella 3 from 3 and Drew Frey's blemish means it's Halifax Panthers 16, Featherstone Rovers 18 at the start of this second half. It's been action-packed. We've had tries, we've had handbags, we've had a sin binning from Mark Corella. This is a more to come in the second half as Drew Frey kicks it deep left, collected by Aikens. Onto Kopchak, one of the Featherstone try scorers. Bumps off a challenger Fleming, his ex-teammate. And what a break from Kopchak there. What a run to start the second half off from a Featherstone perspective. As Alice Longstaff takes on Mason, helped out by Walms in Featherstone already, nearing halfway. Here's Briscoe. Takes 3 Halifax players to halt his progress, but he managed to get the ball out as well. The referee had ruled that the tackle being completed, and he's still not happy, the referee Liam Rush. Third time's a charm as Daniel Smith onto the field for Featherstone. One of the weird anomalies of rugby league. He was on dual reg Halifax earlier on the season, and now he's a Featherstone player against Halifax. Last tackle here for Fevers. Astley puts it high. Pickersgill underneath it, takes it well. He's had a really good game so far as Brandon Pickersgill at the back. Here's Crooks, finds a gap, but he's just stopped by Astley there. Great defence there by the halfback. Gets a quick play of the ball too. Woodburn-Hall hands it on to Mason. What a good first half in Jake the Snake. O'Brien goes blind to Walmsley. Walmsley pulled down well by Aikens. Finished off by Longstaff. O'Brien fires on to Fleming, and Fleming takes on Smith and gets put down on the 40-metre line. Last tackle here for Halifax. O'Brien fires it back to Drew Frey, and Drew Frey steps out and kicks, but he just goes straight down the throat of Luke Briscoe. Not a good kick there from Drew Frey, but an alright chase. But Featherstone will start off 5 minutes shy of halfway, and they'll go past it through Caleb Aikens. And Featherstone making far too easy yards in this second half so far as Leilua gets put down on the 35. Jones finds Smith, look to be forward to Kopchak, but not given by the referee. Here's Howe, bumps off Drew Frey yet again, but he comes back from orders, a Frenchman who gets put down just outside the 20. Here's Smith, flat ball to Kopchak, stands in the tackle, someone's got to go around his legs, but he gets dragged down. Last tackle here for Featherstone, first real attacking opportunity, second half. Astley, long ball out to Hankinson, grubbers it through, shepherded out by Saltonstall, and it's going to be a 7 tackle set for Halifax. They've passed the first defensive test well. And Solonstall wastes no time, taps it, finds Walmsley, onto Dufresne, wide to Crooks, and Crooks just about takes the ball. And Featherstone dragging back inside the 20, and Halifax have lost ground through all that. As Solonstall, more direct this time, but still Featherstone, like they have done all game, trying to put pressure through their defence. Here's Lannon. Great run from Lannon. He's broken through the line. It's Ryan Lannon, but he's got no support. Still going, Ryan Lannon. He's just trotting upfield and still going. What a run from Ryan Lannon. Superb run from the replacement forward. O'Brien goes blind to Woodburn Hall, onto Kavanagh. And Kavanagh gets put down just shy of the 20. What a response from Halifax. O'Brien finds Woodburn Hall, runs across field, showing and going. Can he spy a gap? He steps inside. Gets put down. 12 metres out of his Featherstone line, still tackles here for Fax. O'Brien shapes and goes blind to Dufresne. Onto G, tries to power his way over. Pulled down just short. Last tackle here for Fax. Crooks goes from dummy half. Can he spin round the tackle? But he'll turn the ball over. And like we've seen in recent weeks, Halifax happy enough just to turn over possession on the opposition goal line. Now can Halifax put pressure on with rush defence? Through Adam O'Brien they do. What a response there as Gareth Gale makes no yards. Here's Brandon Moore, the other hooker. As Featherstone trying to make the way upfield. Carella, brilliant tackle there from Ben Kavanagh. As Featherstone this time struggling to get out of yardage. That's a decent enough run from Briscoe. Quick play the ball, and Leilua jumps down from dummy half. And he's knocked on as Leilua tries to take, and he's I think Adam O'Brien's going for the Oscar dive there. But Leilua tried to take on the little man and failed miserably. I think O'Brien has gone for the Oscar there. He's still getting treated by the doctor and physio. But Joey Leilua is finding out you don't mess with an Halifax lad in terms of taking him on. But Adam O'Brien is going off for a head injury assessment to be replaced by Adam Tangata. He's had a superb game so far as the hooker. He'll go off for 15 minutes to be assessed. And I think he might just pass it, to be honest with you. As the referee has a word with the two captains. And nothing given there. Quite rightly, I don't think Leilua did anything there.
Interchange there, number 8,
So scrum down Halifax, 10 metres into the Featherstone half. Dufresne feeds. Moore feeds it from the back of the scrum. Woodburn Hall out of the back to Pickersgill. Pickersgill against his former teammate, just takes his tackle. Just shy of the 30. Featherstone yet again slow this play the ball down. Woodburn Hall short to Fleming. Met by an on-rushing Featherstone defence, but deals with it well. Fights for a good play the ball and gets it. Moore finds Woodburn Hall, runs across field onto Dufresne, steps inside. But he's put down just inside the 20 by Howell and Jones. Moore finds Lannon. Destructive running so far this game from Ryan Lannon. There's no difference here. Goes into Featherstone's 10 metre areas. Halifax are stacking this near left hand side. Moore finds Woodburn Hall. Throws a dummy. Woodburn Hall. It's over. It is. Brilliant try from James Woodburn Hall. His second try of the game. And Halifax take the lead. 7 minutes into the second half. What a try from the fullback turned halfback. And James Woodburn-Hall, 13th try of the season, takes the lead for Halifax, 20 points to 18 with a kick to come. He's grown into this role over the last couple of weeks as James Woodburn-Hall, running with the ball, showing and going, and he showed what he can do with his footwork and his upper body strength. Throwing the dummy, stepping inside and powering over the line to take the lead yet again for Halifax in this back and forth game. What a game this has been. Can Dufresne stretch this lead? Dufresne strikes it well. Brilliant kick from Louis Dufresne. He's back in the groove in the goal kicking stakes. Stretching the lead out after less than 10 minutes this second half. It's the Halifax Panthers 22, Featherstone Rovers 18. What a game this has been so far. The runaway leaders being taken all the way by the team now lying in 8th position in the league. Walmsley collects the kickoff and goes himself. Stopped by Leilua and Longstaff, just shy of the 20. Here's Fleming. Turns in the tackle but gets put down. Here's Woodburn-Hall, tries to go hands on to Lannon, whose initial break really set the momentum in the territory for the Panthers to strike. Moore finds Tangata. Tangata, first use of the football. Does well as Tangata makes some great yards after contact. Quick play the ball to Moore, goes blind to Dufresne. Dufresne hopping and stepping, but gets put down. 5 metres into the Featherstone half. Woodburn-Hall on the last. Pulls it high in the corner. He's too deep for Walmsley. But it's a great chase from the Halifax men. Kavanagh, Tangata and Mason there. As a south stand raw for Halifax defence to get into him. As Gale put down on his 30. Hankinson winds up, a brilliant contact there from Tangata and G. Here's Corella. But great defence there from Fleming and Lannon, finished off by G. Jones shoots from dummy half and it's always dangerous when he does. Brilliant tackle down low by Lannon though. It's a quick play of the ball and fed on the last. Go blind. Looks to be a forward pass. Howe hands on to Hankinson, but they're going to run out of tackles, and that's great defence from Halifax. Brilliant scramble there from the Panthers. As Featherstone look to be getting a bit of a roll on there. As Crooks takes the ball up. Stopped by Howe and Lockwood there. Saltonstall takes it past the 20. Moore. Here's Mason. Thought about going on the outside, were put down by Briscoe. Meanwhile, Dan Murray's replaced Dan Fleming. Here's Walmsley. Makes some good yards upfield for the Panthers, but he's pushed back slightly by Jones and Lockwood. Moore on to Lannon. Lannon into the Featherstone defence, but still makes yards after contact. But he put him on his back this time, Featherstone. Last tackle here for Halifax. They've not made out their own half just yet, as Dufresne pulls it deep. End over end, but well taken by Corella, but it's a good chase from Halifax there. Led by James Woodburn-Hall. Held out by Ben Kavanagh. Leilua winds up, trying to push out Woodburn-Hall, but he's put down well. Held out by Brandon Moore. So Leilua didn't like the treatment he got on the floor there. As Briscoe runs. Wiry character, but he's put down by Murray on the 40. Scrappy play the ball, the referee gives him the benefit of the doubt. Was Dan Smith, takes it forward more, stopped by Murray and Tangata. Viv 25 metres out from the Halifax line. Lockwood finds Aikens, out of the back to Corella. Dummies bug, not bought by Mason. Corella was selling, but Mason wasn't buying. It was a great tackle there by the centre. Last tackle there for Feb and Aikens. Crossfield kick. Not deep as Howe puts it back and Jones collects. Still the last, Jones grubbers it through, taken by Walmsley, not taking any chances. Well recovered there from Walmsley. He might have been able to let that ball go dead, but safety first as Mason runs from dummy half. Stopped by Jones and Longstaff. Here's Saltonstall. And Saltonstall makes some yards upfield. Put down by Smith and Lockwood. Slow play the ball. Pickersgill finds Murray. Takes on Cozza. And does well, does Dan Murray. Makes some really good yards upfield. More waits at dummy half. He goes right to Dufresne. Dufresne stepping. Running with the ball more this second half, Louis Dufresne. As Ryan Lannan makes his way off the field after a brilliant stint there. As Woodburn Hall kicks with his left foot, unorthodox, but it's a brilliant kick it turns out. Splitting fullback and winger. And what a kick is led by Will Calcott fresh onto the field for Lannan. What a kick and chase that was. As Halifax, Featherstone really slow to get back here. They're still walking back here, Featherstone players. As Gareth Gale takes his tackle. Astley jumps out from dummy half and meets Murray and Tangata. Gets a great offload out though at Aikens. With broken field ahead of him, but the door's closed by G and Crooks. Slow play the ball, testing the pace of Liam Rush, but nothing given. Flat ball from Astley to Howe, and Howe gets another offload, bats it back. Picked up by Astley. Running across field. Shot there from Tangata. And Featherstone struggling to make yards upfield at the moment. Lockwood goes direct. Gets a good offload there, and Daniel Smith knocks on. And Halifax could look to counter-attack Dufresne. And Halifax looking the fresh of the two sides at the moment. Featherstone look really tired right now, and Halifax just need to step it up now. Dufresne onto Walmsley. Walmsley steps inside. Oh, great tackle there by Lockwood. This crowd sensing something here as referee gives a 6 again. 6 more tackles here for Halifax. Can they make it count as Murray hit hard in defence? The crowd are calling for an high tackle by Leilua, but not given there. Here's Calcott going direct. Posts his nose through. Halifax 15 metres out from the Featherstone line. Options left and right. More waits. He goes left to Woodburn Hall. Brings on Kevin on the angle. Oh, Pickersgill running through brilliantly there. Still tackles here for Halifax. More. Shifts right and goes left. Woodburn Hall goes himself. Great tackle on the inside by Cozza. Still tackles here for Halifax. Mason waits at dummy half. Finds Kavanagh, runs across field onto Dufresne. Dufresne short to Tangata, and Tangata met by Howe and finished off by Smith. Here's the last for the Panthers. Moore finds Dufresne. Dufresne runs across field. But Halifax once more just concede possession. Turn it over short of Featherstone's line, but Featherstone look absolutely knackered. There's the players on the haunches for Featherstone, but Halifax shooting up in defence. Critical moment of the game. Less than 25 minutes to go. Halifax still with a 4-point lead, 22 points to 18, as the rain starts to fall at the Shay. Here's Briscoe. Takes on Kavanagh and Mason. Gets put down, helped out by Calcott. Quick play the ball. Jones finds Aikens. Onto Leilua. Leilua tried to spy a gap. Great defence there by Woodburn Hall and Wolsey, but he spilled the ball yet again. And again, Joey Leilua has knocked the ball on to the delighted Halifax fans and the players on the field. Is that the turning point? You just feel the momentum's all with Halifax at the moment. The Featherstone fans don't like it. And Halifax will get the scrum 5 metres shy of halfway. As the fans of the South Stand are sensing something here. Can those players sense it too? As Adam O'Brien makes his way out the changing rooms, I think he's past his HIA. He's looking ready to come back on. Meanwhile, Woodburn Hall to feed the scrum. Moore finds Matty G from the scrum and he runs. Powerful run for the second rower. Can he get a quick play of the ball? His legs trapped in the rut there by Corella, using all his experience. Tangata drops it off to Murray. As the Halifax fans finally, after over an hour, start singing "We're going to Wembley." I think they've forgotten it tonight. Tangata takes his tackle. Moore fires it to Dufresne. Short ball to G. Comes back on the angle. Calls for an high tackle. Not given. Quick play the ball. Moore jumps out from dummy half. Tries to shake off the tackle. That's a great tackle there by Howe. Dufresne finds Woodburn Hall on the last tackle. Looking for Crooks to challenge in the air. There's a knock on by Corella. Surely it's offside. Penalty for Halifax there. Now, do they go for goal or do they tap and go? This Featherstone side look absolutely knackered at the moment. If it was me, I'd just carry on, but I think Louis Dufresne is going to signal to go for goal. Just to put the score up to 6 points, but this Featherstone side look absolutely knackered to me. You can see in the background there, Longstaff and Howe, hands on the knees. The momentum's surely our way, but maybe it's Simon Griggs playing chess to my checkers, I'm not too sure. With all the sides around us winning this weekend, Widnes thumping Newcastle and London winning away at Barrow to go above us in the table. Every point's crucial right now as Dufresne boosts the ball, drills it through the posts. As Halifax regain the 6 point lead that they had previously. We're coming up to the final quarter of this game. It's Halifax Panthers 24, Featherstone Rovers 18. As I know O'Brien prowling the touchline, wanting to get back onto the field as Woodburn Hall collects the kick-off. Dan Murray runs it back as O'Brien replaces Moore for the reversal of the head injury assessment substitution. Meanwhile, Calcott, led by 3 Rovers defenders, 15 metres out from his own line. Woodburn Hall runs cross field, brings on Kavanagh on the angle, but well tackled there by Longstaff. But still good yards there from Kavanagh. Once more, slow play the ball. O'Brien fires it to Calcott. Out the back to Dufresne, on to G, back on the angle. Still tackles here for Halifax. O'Brien finds Tangata and Tangata goes past the 40. Last tackle here for Fax. O'Brien finds Dufresne looking for the 40-20, but he goes straight down the throat of Gareth Gale. Always a dangerous runner, but it's a good chase there from Halifax. Solid line who put him down just over his own 30. Corella hands on to Briscoe. Briscoe pokes his nose through. Well tackled there by Kavanagh. Here's Springer back onto the field, but well handled there by O'Brien and Murray. But Featherstone making far too easy yards here. Jones onto Leilua. Winding up, but well put down by Tangata, O'Brien and Calcott. Gets a quick play of the ball though. Jones finds Astley. Brings on Lockwood on the angle. Get the offload to Aikens, on to Springer. Springer stepping. He's still going, Gadwin Springer, but Mason sticking to him. He wraps the ball up. Great defence there. Last tackle here for Featherstone. Jones fires it to Aikens, who grubbles it through. Well read there by Dufresne. Takes his tackle just over the try line. There's Halifax man down in back play. Not too sure it is, it might be Matty G, looks like. Meanwhile, Walmsley takes his tackle 15 metres out of the line. Offload from Crooks onto Solonstall. As G looks to run off his injury, here's Crooks. Keeps hold this time and goes towards the challenge of Aikens. Aikens holding on there. O'Brien onto Murray. Sees no options, so he just goes himself and makes some good yards there, Dan Murray. Last tackle here for Fax, 5 metres shy of halfway. O'Brien finds Dufresne, and Dufresne puts it high and deep. Corella waits, takes it with no pressure, hands on to Gale, and Gale just sees a wall of blue and white in front of him. And it's O'Brien, Calcott and Murray who put him down just outside his 20. Ooh, loose pass there. Oh, it's an high tackle as well. And Matty G conceding a relieving penalty from Featherstone's point of view. Just gifting them territory upfield, which Astley boots the ball to touch. Now, big set here for Halifax in defence as Gavin Springer winds up towards his former teammate Tangata, but he's put down by G and Crooks. Here's Astley, hands on to Dan Smith, and Dan Smith takes tackle of O'Brien, and Kavanagh stands in the tackle, but eventually put him down, helped out by Dan Murray. Slow play the ball. Jones fires it to Astley. And the back to Aikens. Aikens further on to Corella. Long ball out to Gale. Gale steps inside challenge. That's a brilliant tackle there from Brandon Pickersgill. What a tackle on his former teammate from Pickersgill. Brilliant fullback play. Quick play the ball on Lockwood. Off Astley. Still tackles here for Featherstone. Jones goes back left. Astley. Long ball out to Hankinson. Hankinson stepping, pushes off the challenger Crooks. He's still going, Hankinson. Last tackle here for Featherstone. 5 metres out from the Halifax line. Astley grubbles it through, looking for the Featherstone chasers. Well positioned there by James Woodburn-Hall. And that's a brilliant defensive win for Halifax there. James Woodburn-Hall using all his fullback experience there to position himself to collect that kick. And 2 fullbacks coming to Halifax's rescue. First, Brandon Pickersgill with that brilliant tackle on Gareth Gale, and then Woodburn-Hall collecting that ball. As Saltonstall gives it his all and goes past the 20 for Halifax. Here's Walmsley. Ooh, big collision there from Springer, but nothing wrong with it at all. Just across his chest. As Lockwood stays in the tackle, and O'Brien with a brilliant kick there, spying no one home. That's a fantastic kick. The bounce does him no favours. But what a chase up from Calcott as well. But Briscoe's away. Briscoe's broken through. He's got clear field in front of him. As Walmsley takes tackle, and the referee gives a penalty. He's given a tip tackle there. Going past the horizontal there. And he just piggybacks Featherstone back downfield. Now, can Halifax maintain this defensive effort they've shown this second half? Aikens brings on Lockwood. Good challenge there by Kavanagh and Woodburn-Hall. Featherstone 6 tackles on Halifax line here. Astley hands on to Dan Smith, steps inside. Found by Tangata. Leroy, who's onto the field as well. On for Dan Murray. Aikens short ball to Howe, and Howe spins in the tackle. But the Halifax defence stands firm. Hankinson fires it to Astley. On to Smith. Smith finds Aikens. Aikens takes the ball himself because Halifax defence shot up. Great defence by the men in blue and white. They slowly play the ball down well as well. Jones waits dummy half. Here's Leilua. Leilua bumps off a chance of Tangata. Gets the ball away. Featherstone have got loads of men on that left-hand side if they can find it. Can Pickersgill get over? Brilliant play there from the fullback. And yet again, Brandon Pickersgill comes to Halifax's rescue as Featherstone, you could say, blew that overlap there. They had men over, but they decided to kick over. And Brandon Pickersgill, brilliant fullback play once again, shooting over to deny Chris Hankinson. But he concedes a goal line dropout as the pressure mounts again against Halifax. Just coming up to 13 minutes to go in this game. Still Halifax 24, Featherstone 18. As Woodburn Hall with a brilliant goal line dropout straight to Springer though. And Springer winds up. And he brushes the challenge off. Kevin Leroy put on his back. It's not often they can say that. Here's Aikens. Brings on Longstaff. Good challenge there by Woodburn Hall and Mason. As Fev coming to Halifax's 20. Here's Dan Smith. Flat to Lockwood. Steps back inside. Tangata and O'Brien putting down less than 10 out. They're shaping up left and right. Featherstone, the goal left, and Springer finds Astley. Brings on Hankinson on the angle. Shakes off the challenge of O'Brien. Hands on to Jones. Jones stepping. He's going through his Connor Jones. Has he managed to get his way over? He's just stopped short. It's panic stations here as Springer looks to twist his way over. Halifax have learned the lesson and held him up there. Brilliant goal line defence from Halifax. Never say die attitude there from the men in blue and white. Still tackles here for this, and though I'll say that the referee just raised his hand for the last tackle. Featherstone shaping right, and that's the way they go. Aikens, short ball to Longstaff. Great tackle by Woodburn Hall. And it's a forward pass to Leilua. And Halifax's effort in defence rewarded yet again. Just makes you wonder, had we not conceded those two soft goal line tries in the first half, it would be a lot more comfortable as Sean Long kicks the bottle on the sideline in disgust. As Walmsley attracting the Featherstone defenders there, leaving two on the ground. Mason comes back into the ruck. O'Brien finds Crooks, centre field. As Lannon comes back onto the field to replace Adam Tangata. As Crooks makes a couple of extra yards, and here is Lannon. Making yet more yards, Ryan Lannon. Finds halfway, but still messing around this play of the ball. O'Brien finds Calcott. Steps inside. Last tackle here for Halifax. Calcott fighting to get up from the challenger Lockwood. O'Brien finds Woodburn Hall. Woodburn Hall puts it high towards the corner. No real pressure on Briscoe, but the chase is good from Halifax as Mason puts himself in, but Briscoe shakes the tackle off. He only half completed in Mason. Held out by Woodburn Hall and Kavanagh. That's a sloppy play of the ball there. You see those given against you there. As Gale put down by Leroy. Here's Longstaff. Thought about the pass, but into Mason and Leroy. And Mason's come off second best there. And that's not what you want to see the week before Wembley. Aikens finds Elijah Taylor, and Taylor well put down there by Calcott and G. Jones finds Lockwood, onto Aikens, onto Leilua. Leilua, footwork at the line, but well put down there by Woodburn Hall and Kavanagh. Last tackle here for Fev, as Aikens chips it over, looking for the chaser. And Featherstone knock on there. Well, I don't know what Halifax were doing there. They were just standing and watching while Featherstone nearly went and scored. Luckily, Corella knocked on. Well, you could say the referee could have given a penalty there as Corella pushed some Halifax men off there, as the Featherstone fans aren't happy with that decision. Meanwhile, Saltonstall takes his tackle. O'Brien finds G&G, race up, takes his tackle on the 20, but he's lost the ball, Matty G. And that's a criminal mistake, is that? Less than 10 minutes to go. And Matty G's fumble with this now greasy ball because of the rain coming down here at the Shay, giving Featherstone yet another opportunity to strike. Play the ball on the 20 as Jones goes himself by luck or by design. Hankinson finds Astley, hands on to Taylor, thought about the pass but just trundles it up. Put down by 3 Fax men, the shape of Lannan, O'Brien and Calcott. Jones, short ball to Lockwood, onto Astley, onto Howe bumps off a challenge there. Great scramble yet again from the Halifax defence. He's still trying to get this ball down, is Howe. Here's Lockwood, great tackle down low by Will Calcott there. Helped out on top by O'Brien. Jones going from dummy half, can he power over? He's just short as well. Last tackle here for Fev. Corella fires it out, it's a loose pass. And Mason kicks the ball, and Rugburn Hall, he'll just dive on the ball really well there. Walls is way in a dummy half, play the ball and run. Walls loses his footing, he's still going. And sure, that's a flop. The referee stopped it because Briscoe's down in back play. Now, this is where I don't know the rules. I thought he could only stop play if it's a head injury, but from where I'm looking, he definitely don't look like a head injury. He's miles away from plays, Briscoe, getting treatment on his leg. Now, if that's the case, he should be getting a green card. Now, my interpretation of the rules here, should be getting a green card, and I think that's what's happening. He is, he's getting a green card now, Briscoe, so he'll be off the field for 2 minutes. There is a head injury assessment to Ellis Longstaff, who's coming off the field, but Luke Briscoe, who was down in back play, the referee stopped the game, and because of that, he's shown the green card because he wasn't a head injury, he didn't go off the field. So for the next 2 minutes, Halifax will be playing against 12 men yet again. Can they make it count? Leroy throws a dummy. What an opportunity is this for Halifax to seal this game. 7 minutes to go, 24-18 up. Lannan, operating in the second rower, runs back inside. Makes some good yards there as well. Slow play the ball, 25 metres out. O'Brien finds Calcott. Great run there from Calcott and still going after contact. And they're thinking about a 1 point maybe. He goes back to Dufresne, onto Woodburn Hall for the drop goal, he gets it! What a drop goal from James Woodburn Hall! Gets his first drop goal of the season. It's about Halifax 7 points in front. 2 scores ahead. With 6.5 minutes to go. Is that the difference between the two sides now? Just nudging the points here. As Corella goes short from the kickoff. Battered back by Featherstone, and Lockwood gets the ball. What a tackle that is from Ryan Lannan. Halifax dive on it. What a tackle that is from Ryan Lannan. Oh, sorry, my mistake. It's Adam O'Brien. What a shot from the little man there as James Saltonstall takes the ball up. He's come off second best though as Adam O'Brien. As Halifax finally sing, we're going to Wembley. Here's Woodburn Hall, going on there, amazing, going across the touchline, back inside to Woodburn Hall, but the try going to be disallowed. He's out in touch. What a shame. What a shame that is. How good is it to see someone backing themselves on the outside? But the touch judge right on the spot saw that Mason had just stepped on the whitewash. And he definitely did. But there's still just over 5 minutes here to go. Halifax 25, Featherstone 18. Crucially, 2 scores ahead. As Briscoe, struggling to get out his own 20, gets a quick play of the ball. And here's Howe. Been a really strong runner all game as Howe, but he's stopped there. And he's gone second best on that tackle as well. Aikens out the back to Corella. Finds Briscoe. He's going through a gap. Luke Briscoe. A brilliant tackle there by Woodburn Hall and Walmsley. They go blind again. Leigh Lewis steps back inside. Hands it on to Smith. Finds Springer, and Springer takes on his countryman in Dufresne, who's put down as well by Matty G. Last tackle here for Fev. They go blind. Astley puts it high, looking for Gale. Well taken again by Brandon Pickersgill, who's been rock solid at the back. Brandon Pickersgill's been absolutely amazing tonight. Against his former side, you might think he's got a point to prove that he should have been picked. And he certainly answered those critics as Ryan Lannon jumps out from dummy half, another man who's had an outstanding game. O'Brien finds Mason, takes on Aikens, bushes off. They put him down on his own 20. Less than 4 minutes to go. Are these Halifax fans sensing a victory? Laroya takes it up, met well by Smith and Wildy. Last tackle here for Halifax. O'Brien fires it to Dufresne, steps out the chasing players. Dufresne runs through the gap. Oh, and he should have just kicked there. And is there still a chance here for Featherstone? As Will Calcott comes off the field. Great couple of stints he's had there. I think it's Tangata who's come on for him. But Featherstone still aren't done. That non-kick from Dufresne giving them a slight opportunity. Wilder hands it on to Smith. And Smith gets put down 20 metres out from the Halifax line. They go blind. Here's Astley. Long ball out. Brilliant tackle there by Crooks on Hankinson. Rushed out brilliantly well. Slowing the play, the ball down too. Gale goes from dummy half, going straight towards that line. But once again, the Halifax line stands firm in this second half. Astley runs across field, finds Aikens. Aikens out the back to Corella, long ball out to Briscoe. Briscoe steps inside and Featherstone are in. Is it too little, too late? Fax have kept Fev scoreless in the second half until 2 minutes to go. And Corella is getting on with this conversion attempt quickly. He knows how crucial this could be. As Corella pulls it wide. So the score still remains. Halifax 25, Featherstone 22. Less than 2 minutes to go.
Jake Madison.
As Halifax are taking all the time in the world to get back for this kickoff. As Dufresne will take this kickoff, less than 2 minutes to go. You would think one more big defensive effort. Dufresne boots it high and deep, collected by Aikens. Hands on to Dan Smith. Thought about the pass to Corella, and Corella was looking to break. But O'Brien and Lannon and Laroya put him down. Here's Springer. Makes some good yards there, but he's stopped by G and Tangata. Let's just go up to 90 seconds to go. Here's Leigh Lewis stepping inside, looking to break through. Leigh Lewis hands off to Corella. Corella breaking through. He kicks through, looking for the chaser, Jones. But Walsh is back there and collects well. And Lachlan Walmsley devastating in attack on field. He gets back to dive on the ball in defence. 70 seconds to go. Halifax just got to keep this ball. Ball security here. O'Brien hands on to Walmsley. Walmsley looking for a gap in the defence, but he's stopped by Taylor and Akins. And for once, Featherstone aren't slowing the play the ball down. They're wanting Halifax to get up and play. As Leroy takes a tackle, 45 seconds to go. The old man gets up slowly. O'Brien finds Dufresne. Oh, he's charged down by Hal. But Woodburn Hall dives on it. What a drama game we've had today. Saltonstall runs across field. Spine a gap in the defence. He's put down by Dan Smith. 20 seconds to go. G on to Tangata. Runs the ball up. 2 more tackles, you would think maybe. 10 seconds to go. Saltonstall takes the ball up. Saltonstall. The clock runs out and Halifax record a famous victory here at the Shay against their old rivals Featherstone Rovers, the top of the league. They've been beaten for the second time this season, but Halifax have beaten for the second time this year, once in the cup and now in the league, as Halifax, the week before Wembley, go into it in the best possible way. What a second half performance, coming back from a half-time deficit, 18 points to 16. James Woodburn Hall try and his drop goal, the match winner in this second half. What a game we've had. The final score here at the Shay in this round 21 Betfred Championship clash. Halifax Panthers 25, Featherstone Rovers 22. Bring on Wembley.